Welcome once again, everybody. You know what time it is. It's the Heathen Report. The Heathen Report is about heathens being heathens. So, we're going to jump right in. This episode is about women and dogs. Now, these two case studies are really something else. Y'all check them out. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay. First case study is Denise Frazier, 19-year-old Mississippi prom queen, engaged to her brother, but she had a sexual appetite that he couldn't feel, so she took it upon herself to have relations with his hunting dogs. Check it out. Mississippi woman 19 accused of sex with German Shepherd is pictured with the dog after she crashed her car days before her arrest. Cops say bestiality tape was recorded outside a local Baptist church. A Mississippi teenager accused of having sex with a German Shepherd has been pictured with the dogs days before her arrest. Denise Frazier, 19, was snapped with the dogs after crashing her car in Myrick, Mississippi last Sunday, days before she was arrested over a clip of the alleged bestiality. Nasty ass heathen. Cops have also since revealed that the alleged dog sex clip was shot outside a Baptist church in Frazier's hometown. Now, this heathen was trembling with lust. Look at her going inside that house to get that dog while the man is out hunting for them, going to get some hog meat and stuff. She was allegedly caught on a video that had spread around via Snapchat depicting having sex with the male canine in a local church parking lot. Damn, it is claimed she could face up to 10 years in prison. Your nasty ass. The investigation has revealed further disturbing details about Frazier's dalliances with dogs, which she initially claimed she was forced to do. Police didn't believe that because and you know what? Let me stop it right here. Let me tell y'all one thing. They said that she would work them dogs over 8 to 10 times a day. She would only cook for the dogs, never cooked for her husband. And if she was naked, it was because the dogs was there. If the husband was there, she was fully clothed. I mean, it's sad. A total of 3 dogs were seen on the bestiality clip, but it is unclear if Frazier is accused of abusing the others. Here she is right here, had a damn wreck. She was trying to drive and get a dog fellatio at the same time and ran into a damn tree. A pole. This is the church right here. Well, some of the allegations took place. Dogs used to work her over. You know, this is the one she liked the most. This is her taking a picture right before her wedding right before her marriage with her brother. This is her taking the picture. You know, it's sad. Say when the police was getting ready to take her to jail, they made her brush her teeth because they smelled the dog's loin regions all over her breath. She couldn't believe she got caught. She's like, damn, this is Mississippi. Everybody do this. My mom, my auntie. So why I gotta go to jail? Anyway, enough of this story. I'm finna get ready to take you into the second story. Now, this case study is about a 22-year-old from Texas named Jacqueline Duran. She had an encounter with some dogs. I don't know if she was trying to do the same thing that Miss Frazier was doing or if the dogs was just hungry. College student who was disfigured and vicious attack by dogs reveals her face. I'd have had to keep my face hid. Look at that. Well, we're gonna go on and dive into the story. Let's go. A Texas college student who was left catastrophically disfigured from a dog attack was bitten more than 800 times and lost more than 30% of her blood. As terrifying body cam footage shows cops struggling to get the beast. Is that so? Struggling to get the beast, but you got guns. Anyhow, them heathens could be looking at the dog mauling you to death. They ain't gonna shoot them. They love them some animals. Anyway, let's watch a video of this.
Begin this half hour with a horrific tragedy, but it's not about that. Instead, as David Begnaud explains, it's really about strength, love, and hope. All of this after a North Texas woman is attacked while on a dog-sitting job in Coppell.
Jacqueline Duran's face was nearly erased 2 days before Christmas and 1 day before her 22nd birthday. It happened on a dog-sitting trip gone horrifically wrong in the Dallas, Texas suburb of Coppell.
I see her feet right there.
Let me get this straight. This woman is laying on the ground, covered in blood. The dog's eating her face, then running to the door, going back to eat her face. But y'all not gonna shoot him?
First responder body camera video shows the two dogs who attacked her holding the police at bay, leaving Jacqueline agonizing for help.
We can't make entry because of the dogs.
We can't make entry because we don't want to hurt the dogs. Even though they chewing her face up, we don't want to hurt the dogs. Well, heathens are something else.
The dogs, in the instant after she opened the door, were not like the lovely dogs Jacqueline said she had met once before.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Are you the only one inside? Is the big dog right next to you?
Lucy, a German Shepherd mix, and Bender, a boxer pit bull, pinned her down and tore off her nose, ears, lips, and cheeks to the bone.
I just can't believe this. Anyway, for some strange reason, the TV interviewer interviewing the woman, he come from Star Trek. You ain't gotta believe me, but you'll see.
The dogs dragged you from the front door to the living room.
Yes.
What do you remember about where they were attacking you?
My leg, my arm, my face the most.
Look at that heathen hold that laugh back as she tell him what she gotta tell him. He holding that laugh back. You gotta be a good actor. And man, he's just won an Oscar.
My face, I was just...
Look at that heathen hold that laugh back, while at the same time holding a straight face, making her think that he's really interested in this story. Boy, he won an Oscar.
Gonna die.
From the time police arrived, 37 minutes passed before first responders felt safe going in.
Let's go.
A medic rescued Jacqueline and ran out with her. She was rushed to a trauma center in grave condition. She had lost 30% of the blood in her body. It was a blessing, really, that she was even found alive at all. When the dogs rushed her, the door was left open, and that triggered a security alarm at the home of Justin and Ashley Bishop.
Have you had any problems with dogs? Zero.
The Bishops told police the dogs came into their home from rescue organizations.
I have 3 kids, one's 3 years old. No history of violence, none.
But the words "crazy dogs" on a sign about a sleeping baby hanging on their front door is one indicator of negligence. That is according to a lawsuit filed by Chip Brooker, Jacqueline's attorney.
The warning on the front door to me, I think, suggests that the Bishops knew that both of these...
Look at him. All he want to do is go back to Star Trek and do some filming.
...did aggressively to people arriving at the front door.
Videos show how cautious officers were even when trying to contain the dogs, particularly Bender. Once at the hospital, emergency surgery lasted for 7 hours before Jacqueline's parents, John and Shirley Duran, heard from one of the doctors.
She had to be
A
resuscitated.
news reporter can be beamed up back to the starship at any time, so he has to be prepared. Is he prepared?
Describe for me the moment you first saw her after the attack.
I was just glad to see her alive. Her whole face was totally bandaged. They had her in an induced coma for over a week.
It must have been somewhat deceiving because the bandages really covered up the worst of it.
It did.
Exactly.
It really did.
I just kept telling her that she was a miracle and that she was going to be restored.
Doctors had grafted skin from her buttocks and her forehead to start the process of rebuilding her face.
I feel like I didn't ask her this, so I think that it's time to show who I am now, and I can't be scared of it.
What are you hoping to get across with this interview?
I want for dog owners to know their animals and be able to communicate with their sitters how they are.
These are the same dogs who you had met a week earlier that you said were lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely one week and killers the next. How do you square the two?
Honestly, I'm speechless. They don't change their attitude from the time that I eat them to the time that I go there for the first time.
Now she out the hospital, and who does she see when she pull up at home? Them sorry heathen bastards that left her in that house for 40 minutes while she laid there dying, laid there in her blood, dogs still chewing on her face, and the police didn't even kill her. I'm talking about straight heathens. They had to be right there when she got out.
Her dogs were even waiting, and so was her boyfriend.
I love you.
Jacqueline doesn't want to be seen as a victim, but rather an example. And that may be why she didn't hide the scars that showed the more than 800 bites on her body.
So when I first interviewed you, you could open your mouth about 5 millimeters.
Yes.
Now you're up to 21 millimeters.
Yes.
We've had the benefit of watching you heal over the course of a month, and it is notably different, better. Are you seeing that yourself?
Yeah, I am seeing.
And what does that do just for your own spirits?
I think it really lifts me up compared to where I was.
Yeah.
Because I just felt so helpless in the hospital. And being at home, I knew I was going to heal more here than I could at the hospital.
Therapy is a full-time job now. Her mouth is stretched 1 millimeter at a time so that she can eat more. Countless surgeries are to come.
When you hear 1 to 3 more years of surgeries, is that daunting for you?
It's not fun to think about, but I also think about how amazing the doctors are. And so I'm putting it in their hands to help me. Come on!
You should know that there's a lot of hope in Jacqueline and her family. In fact, in looking to the future, guess what? There is a place in her heart still to love dogs. She'd been dog sitting for 7 years and still dreams of working with animals.
The last we spoke, you mentioned maybe something involving animal welfare?
I was thinking dog training, because that's...
Dog training?
Yes. That's my dream, but I'm not sure where life is going to take me yet.
She has her senses now. She can walk, she can talk, she can smell, she can hear, and she can see. She's going to be fine, I think.
In addition to the love from her family, there is 24-year-old Nathan, who she has dated for 3 years. He just recovered from cancer. And when he was going through treatment, Jacqueline often drove him and stayed with him. Now,
I'm so grateful that I get the opportunity to show the same level of love and care that she showed me during that time. I'm glad that I get the chance to. And I'm glad that I get to be there for her.
I'm sorry to say this interview is over. I'm going back to the Starship. Goodbye. Whose story was more interesting, Miss Frazier's or Miss Duran's? Y'all tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, and share. And it's gonna be a part 2 about Miss Duran. She done made a pretty good recovery. Peace.